What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is your boy NC, and in this video we're going to be reviewing The Mummy. Now, The Mummy is a 2017 horror slash adventure slash action film, and it follows this mummy that ends up coming back and starts wreaking havoc. And honestly, the movie was kind of suckish. Now, as far as the idea of the movie, I think it's actually great, especially with the whole Universal monsters. The movie stars Sofia Boutella as this Egyptian priestess named Princess Amenet, who ends up basically going to the dark side when she ends up finding out the power that she has been told will be hers is taken away from her. She ends up getting brought back. Now we have our movie. Sofia Boutella did a really good job with the character of Amenet. Not only was she menacing at times, but there was also this kind of like, she had presence, and I like that about her character. She did some really cool things too, and it wasn't just the way that she looked. It wasn't the way that she spoke. It was just her character in general I thought was very interesting. And there's this archaeologist that's in the movie named Jennifer Halsey, and I thought she was actually a pretty interesting and cool character. Even Russell Crowe, who was Dr. Jekyll, was just phenomenal. I loved Russell Crowe in this movie. I thought he was great. Give a really good interpretation. Now, I like Tom Cruise. I love his movies. I think the man's great, but this felt more like a Tom Cruise movie. Maybe because it was just so much screen time was on him, or it was just so much action going on, or it was so much screen time on him while it was during the action sequences. It just didn't feel like a mummy movie. One of the biggest issues in the movie, Tom Cruise should not have been in this movie. Jake Johnson was in this movie, and I like the guy. He's great with comedy. I loved him in New Girl, and then he's literally given nothing to do. And it felt like he was such a wasted character. And I would have liked for Tom Cruise to be exchanged out for Jake Johnson's character. And I wish that's what they would have done. The movie itself doesn't seem to feel like, it doesn't know what it wants. And I will admit that. Sometimes it's a comedy, but the comedy is distributed it in kind of a really messy way. Like, there are certain moments where things should be pretty serious, and then this comedy just kind of jumps off this humor, and it's like, it was funny, but it shouldn't have been in the movie. There's moments where it's horror, and horror is actually really good and well done. If it was going to be an adventure movie, it should have been adventure and horror. If it was going to be an action movie, it should have been action and horror. But it shouldn't have been just like all of these just culminating to one. It just kind of made the movie feel like one big mess. The visuals, I thought they were really cool, especially when it comes to the mummy design. And she had various stages, which I did love about that in this movie. Especially this one stage where she was like half live, half dead. And she looked really cool. That's honestly the most menacing, but also the coolest looking mummy design I've ever seen in a movie. So I will give her that. End up showing this ability to kind of drain people's life force, turning them into mummies, and then turning around and controlling them. In this movie, it made her seem like she was just a straight up douchebag. And I understand that she was told and raised to expect this power that she was going to get, that she was destined to have, then it was taken away from her. But what other motivations was that to her character? Was she doing it for the people? Was she doing it to honor her family? There was really nothing else when it came to her character, and I hated that because it did make it seem like she was like straight up evil. Another thing was some of the storytelling, because you get backstory in the movie, but it's like within the first like minute of the movie. But it felt like it should have been like elaborated on later on in the movie. That would have helped a lot with the mystery and the reveal when it came to the character Amenet. And another issue that I had with the movie, which was plenty of them, it's like the script was terrible. Johnson's characters get bit in the back of the neck by this camel spider or desert spider, whatever it is. This dude is like mutating basically, like it turned into a zombie, and nobody notices it. Nobody even questioned it at all. Another thing is with the whole visions. Cruise's character kept having these weird visions about Amenet and the past and all of that. But I felt like they were not utilized correctly. Now, there was one thing I thought was really interesting in the film, and that was this organization that's kind of into this paranormal type deal. They follow monsters, they study them, and they kill them, and they destroy them off. And I did like that. And I like the fact they did elaborate into that. And they even, for those who are a fan of the previous Mummy series, there is even a throwback, and I did catch that. The thing about the movie that really hurts this movie is the fact that it feels like a Tom Cruise movie. At the end of the movie, you would think all of this would be elaborated more on the mummy's, the character of Amunet, but it's really not. It's more about Tom Cruise. And even the ending, admittedly, as cool as the climax was, the ending left so much to be desired. In the end, The Mummy is a pretty interesting film, but it has a ton of problems. And most of the problems not only revolve around the script, but it's mostly with the fact that Cruise was in the movie. But having said that, the movie does have some pretty good acting. You know, there are some pretty good characters. The story is interesting, despite it having its share issues. As well as the action and the comedy. They were pretty cool. The visuals were done really well. The score was done really well. And I will say The Mummy definitely deserves a 3 out of 5. Now, I'm not going to rip this movie down to say that nobody should ever see it. I think people who've seen the previous Mummy movies and like dark monster movies and stuff like that should at least go see it just to get a general idea. Just if not for anything, it's just an entertaining movie. Frustrating, but entertaining. And funny as hell in certain sequences. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know what you think about The Mummy. Did you like The Mummy? Did you not like it? Did you like the character of Amunet? Do you think the original Mummy series was better? I'm a fan of the more recent ones, so I know Imhotep, General Han, and now Amunet, and I'm kind of stuck in between the three. All of them did things that I liked that I didn't like. So I'll probably come back and make a video as like a ranker of which one I like the most. Anyway, guys, remember, hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification button. Get the best of this channel. And catch you guys later. Narik Chase, signing out.